Dr. Roosevelt Wright is the only person in the Clear Channel radio suite on a Sunday afternoon. He is unique, one of the first African-American broadcasters in Syracuse.
I'm an African-American brother, and I was one of the first African-Americans in this town to work full-time on one of the big stations. A lot of my folk had already been working in radio, but they had to buy their time to be on the air.
But that isn't the only thing that sets him apart. He's also one of the last local radio personalities in central New York. Old School Sunday is Wright's show, the only rhythm and blues channel in the region. But he doesn't just play music. He takes calls and requests, promotes events, and just answers general questions.
I want to know, do you have a number on Yolanda?
Yolanda's number. Yeah, call Yolanda at, hold it 1 second here. What's that number? Hold it, where is it?
He wants to be as close to his audience as possible.
Radio show that when your audiences, your radio family is in trouble, they will call you when they are in trouble before they call the police.
He's one of a dying breed. Countrywide, local radio stations have been closing their doors for decades.
And our other stations are all on computers. Nobody's here. All here by myself.
Wright came to Syracuse by the scenic route. Born and raised in North Carolina, he was the chief engineer at the WAFR station in Durham, where he broadcasted educational programming to the African-American community. He went on to serve as a missile technician in the Navy, and then got a job as a station manager in Trenton, New Jersey.
That's when I first had my introduction to really life, because I'm talking about the organized crime, the mafia, everybody was showing up at the front door of the radio station.
In 1975, he came to Syracuse, where he was offered a job teaching his skills to students, the first African-American on the Newhouse faculty. And this is where Dr. Wright spent 38 years of his life, imparting his love of radio and his wisdom to the next generation of radio personalities. Fellow teachers say Wright taught his special brand of radio, traditional community radio, to his students.
Somebody who worked at a radio station was a member of the community in a very special way. Radio station sponsored concerts. You got to know all the talent. You got to know you were part of it in a way that is no longer the case.
While that brand of radio may be fading, Dr. Wright ensures that the show goes on, making himself the go-to guy for anything in the community, whether it be entertainment or education. Michelle Brooks Rowling has gone on air to showcase her financial literacy workshops.
You can essentially show up on his doorstep, and as long as you have something worthwhile to say to, contribute to the community, you're on.
While Dr. Wright retired from teaching students at Newhouse in May of 2013, he still spreads his love for the airwaves, and for Dr. Wright at least, radio will never die.
Darling, I love you.
This is Levin-Waldman, reporting from Syracuse, NCC News.
Okay, Rhonda, love you, baby.